Good morning. Welcome back or welcome to Yoga with Ciara as day 16 of Flourish. So yesterday we started with frog's legs or frog legs. And yeah, I think I've fallen in love with frog legs. And so we're going to do it in many different directions. We're going to start on our back. We're going to lie on our belly. We're going to come into cat. They're all like yesterday. And then there's other places that we can also do frog legs. So we are doing a frog leg fiasco. No, that wouldn't be fiesta. Fiesta. So come lie on the floor. Come and have a frog leg fiesta. So landing in, arrive on the floor. And just feel the sense of your pelvis. Like, did you notice yesterday during the day, the feeling of your legs, your pelvis, your lower back were any different because of frog legs? I could feel frog legs during the day in loads of different ways. Very nice. So begin by drawing your right knee up onto your chest and bring your right elbow to your right knee. And then stretch your right leg long and reach your right arm overhead, whatever distance feels right for you. And then draw your right elbow to your right knee. And stretch your arm and leg long. And so as you draw your elbow to your knee, notice that your lower back you're really wide and powerful through your torso. And that there is a sense of lengthening your leg out from your belly and lengthening your arm out from your chest. Bend your elbow, touch, stretch long, find that sense of connection through the body. Touch and long. Nice. Other side. Bring your left elbow to your left knee and then stretch long. And I'm imprinting my lower back into the floor as I lengthen. Touch, because it'll naturally imprint when I'm drawing my elbow to my knee. And I'm just staying stable through the lower back as I lengthen. Touch, lengthen, touch, lengthen, touch, lengthen. And one more time. Touch and lengthen. Super. So arms long beside you. Begin to roll up and down along your spine. So squeeze your bum as you travel upwards and squeeze your bum as you travel downwards. Squeezing your bum as you travel upwards. And just there, I readjusted my feet because my feet were a bit too far away. So I'm always assuming that you're finding an optimum shape for you. And that's going to look a little bit different for all of us. I don't mind that you're adapting according to your wellness. So if one hip doesn't lift as high, if you pause before you go into a certain intensity, I'm really delighted that you're managing your wellness. So edit, adjust, adapt, create a shape that feels like wholesomeness for you. As you rise up, as you lower down. And again, rising up and lowering down. Nice. And then just rock your knees from side to side. And now as I rock my knees from side to side, I can feel the frog legs in my hips as I do that from yesterday. I can feel the deep inner thighs, the deep belly, the lower back. Nice. So we're going to do frog legs with one knee bent and one leg straight. So knees are bent and then stretch your right leg long so that it's resting on the floor. Bring your right foot a little bit over towards the right so your foot is now off your mat. And then turn your baby toe side of your foot to the floor and then slide your right knee up towards you so that you're keeping your right foot on the floor. And then stretch your right leg long. And because your left knee is bent and you're able to push into the floor, your left buttock will lift a little bit as you do this. And so just slide your foot up and down as far as you can keep your foot on the floor, and then stretch it out long. And so my pelvis is tilting. I'm feeling the range of many different parts of me as I do this. Next time that you draw yourself up, lift your knee up and try and bring your knee up towards your shoulder. And because your left foot is on the floor, your knee is going to be much higher. Foot to the floor, lengthen long. So continue. Slide your foot, draw your knee up towards your shoulder, out to the side, and then long. And again, knee up towards your shoulder, pause in the deep squeeze. And so my left buttock is off the floor. I can feel my left buttock working. I can feel my left leg working. I can feel my right knee squeezing deeply up towards my right shoulder, out towards the side. Breathe into it. And there's a tilt in my pelvis. I'm slightly twisted. That's perfect. Foot to the floor, stretch your leg out long. Cool, other side. Stretch the left leg long and bring the left foot out to the side so it's off your mat. Bring the baby toe side down, slide your foot up along the floor, keeping your foot on the floor. And then stretch your leg long. Bend your knee, sliding your foot up along the floor. Stretch your leg long. And again, bend your knee, slide it up, and then keep sliding so that your knee is coming up to the outside of your shoulder. And feel where you're engaging, like my deep belly, my pelvis, my inner thigh, my other leg, and then stretch your leg out long. So do that a few times. Slide your foot up, and then bring your knee up towards your shoulder. And then long, knee up, foot up, knee up towards your shoulder. Long. Next time you go, you're going to pause. So draw your knee up towards your shoulder. I'm pushing deeply into the right foot, and that's going to give me a little bit of extra pull, push, drag, deepening of my knee towards my shoulder. I feel like active, really active in my torso, active in my belly, active in my legs. And then stretch your leg out long. Bring both feet to the floor. Cool. So draw your right knee up towards your chest, and as you do so, let your bum lift a little bit. And then have your arms up towards the ceiling, and imagine you're trying to bring your knee up towards your elbow, okay? And then stretch your right leg long, stretch your arm, both arms overhead, but your bum is floating still in the air. Draw your knee up towards your elbow, bum is in the air. And then stretch your leg long, bum is in the air. Just feel that. How do you draw your knee up? Bum in the air. And so I'm staying hovering the whole time. And there's a great power in my left leg, in the stability, in that sense of constant, solid presence in my left leg. Nice. Bend your knee, drop your bum to the floor, pause. And we're going to do the side. So bring your arms up towards the ceiling, draw your left knee up towards your left elbow, lift your bum a little bit in the air, and then stretch your arms overhead, stretch your left leg long, and your bum is going to hover the whole time. Knee up towards your elbow, long. And keep that sense of stability through the belly. That right leg is like a scaffolding, stabilizer, scaffolding maybe. A buttress wall. Knee, elbow, long. Nice. Land on the floor, just pause there. Cool. So roll over and come into onto your hands and knees, up into your cat pose. Hands are underneath your shoulders. Knees are underneath your hips. Bring your right knee out to the side as far and up as you can towards, so it's like straight out from your hip. And then travel your right knee up towards your shoulder. And then stretch your right leg just straight back behind you. So your toes are pointing towards the floor, your leg is long. Bend your knee so your knee travels up towards your shoulder beside you, really wide. And then stretch your leg long. Bend your knee comes up and way out to the side. Stretch your leg long, straight back behind you. And again, bend your knee out to the side and long and back behind you. Now swing it around the corner over towards the left and just pause there. So I'm looking over my left shoulder at my right foot, which is on the left side. And I'm really trying to bring my nose to my shoulder and then my shoulder to my hip. So I'm kind of really squishing the left side and seeing how far can I bring my forehead towards the left. So my forehead is traveling more and more. So I'm trying to look around the corner. Can I soften my jaw? Can I include my jaw in what's happening? Can I include my neck in what's happening? How far can I get my forehead around the corner? Very interesting question. Ooh, I'll come all the way out. Wow, I feel very side bent after that. That's very awesome. Pause for a moment. Just come into the cat pose, rounding your back and arching your back. Rounding your back, arching. Nice, one more time. Rounding your back, arching your back. Super cool. So, spine is long. Bring your left knee straight out towards the left. So it's straight out from your shoulder. Straight out from your hip. And then bring it up towards your shoulder. And then stretch your leg straight back behind you and feel like your toe is pointing. Your leg is super long behind you. Bend your knee out to the side. Frog leg to the side. Stretch your leg long. Bend your knee out to the side. So this is the same shape as what we did when we did frog legs on the floor. Slightly different. Your knee was bent, your leg was straight. We slid our foot up along the floor and then towards our shoulder. And then stretch your leg long. One more time. Up it goes. Stretch your leg long. Bring your foot over towards the right. How far around the corner can you get your forehead? So my face is moving towards my shoulder. My jaw is softening into my shoulder. I'm squeezing my shoulder towards my hip. Softening into the back of my neck. Wow, come all the way out. Oh, what a great thing to do in the morning. So make fists out of your hands and just roll into your fists. Rolling big circles. Wiggle your eyebrows. Open and close your eyes. Like engage your face. Make loads of different faces, blinking, moving your face. And then turn your head towards the right as you roll your ankles. Notice what you can see. Open your eyes a little bit wider and see if that helps you see a bit clearer. Turn your head towards the left. Open your eyes a bit wider. What do you see? Roll your wrists in the other direction. Nice, back to center. Open and close your hands. Only turn your eyes towards the right. How far can you see? I can see my belt without turning my head. And then turn your eyes towards the left without turning your head. What can you see? And then when you look center and down, can you still see those objects out of your peripheral vision? So even though you're looking down towards your hands, can you see what you saw when you just turned your eyes? Can you widen and see what you saw when you turned your head? So I can see, I have a sense of the window, a sense of the wall. I can see the belt, I can see the pot. So what can you see in that peripheral vision that you have? Interesting. Great. So come lie on your belly on the floor. We'll only do one of these. Okay. So bring your two elbows to the floor. Then bring your right hand to the floor. And then roll over onto your left hip. And then draw your right knee up. I can't go all that far today, actually. I can feel the muscles in my belly are really telling me. So draw your right knee up and then stretch your right leg, long lie on your belly. So just slide your right knee up and then long. One more time. Slide your right knee up. I'm keeping my knee on the floor. Long, other side. So right elbow down, left hand on the floor. Slide your left knee up. Long. I met up with a friend of mine after the class yesterday, and we did we did loads more of these movements. I can feel it. Knee up. Back. One more time. Knee up. And back. Awesome. Cool. Come all the way up to stand. So coming up to stand, you're standing tall on your mat. Feel your feet stretch down into your legs. Squeeze your bum, standing tall. So bring your left hand to a wall or to a stick or to the side of the couch, okay? And then reach your right hand up towards the ceiling, okay? So rest on something with the left hand or just balance in the middle of the room. And then draw your right knee and your right elbow together out to the side. So frog legs to the side while you're standing, okay? And then stretch your right arm long and bring your right foot behind your left foot. And maybe even lean towards the wall on the left side. The wall is on the left side. Pause there, really long into the side of your body. You can turn and look down towards the floor if you wish. Feel how that is in your neck. Well, you can turn and look a little bit towards the right. Feel how that is in your neck. So when I turn down, I feel like my collarbones and my deep neck and the back of my head is really being met in a beautiful way. And then when I spiral, it's elephant spiral as I turn towards my armpit on the right, as I lengthen. Nice. One more time. Draw your right knee and your right elbow together. Your left hand is on the wall. And just pause there. Knees out to the side, elbow and your knee are touching. And then stretch long. Bring your foot behind you. Bring your arm towards the wall. And now lean your hips away. So you're looking just forward. Lean your hips towards the right as you bring your hand to the wall, as you lean towards the wall with your two arms and that right foot. Nice. Come all the way back to center. Pause. Bring the wall to your right hand or balance if you wish, or your stick on the right or a couch on the right. Okay, something on the right or you're doing just balancing. So stretch your left arm up towards the ceiling and then draw your left knee out to the side and bring your left knee and your left elbow together out to the side. Nice. This is similar to yesterday's frog leg. That sense of the engagement into the long leg is happening here. Okay. And now bring your left foot behind you and bring your left arm over towards the right, over towards the wall side. And then lean into it. Turning your head slowly towards the floor. Turning your head slowly towards your armpit. Nice. Head slowly towards the floor. What happens in your body? Head slowly towards your armpit. Nice. Slowly coming out. Bring your elbow to your knee. Your hand is on the wall on the right. As you bring your elbow to your knee, I need a wall for this one. And then bring your left foot behind you, left arm overhead, and lean your hips towards the left. As you reach your arms towards the right, and the left foot is towards the right. So there's this sense of reaching towards the wall as you lean your hips towards the left. Super. Coming out. Come sit on your mat, all the way down. So beautiful. Just roll your shoulders, big circles. And then roll your shoulders in the other direction. Nice. Twist towards the right. Bring both hands over towards the right. And then imagine that you're getting taller, like you're trying to look down the road in this direction and you're trying to see something. So as soon as I do that, something really engages in my legs and my pelvis. I'm not just slumped on the floor. I'm really actively pushing down. So the rebound effect is happening. The more I push down, the more I'm bouncing upwards as such. This is like a tennis ball. You know, if you drop the tennis ball really lightly or just play or leave the tennis ball on the ground, there's no potential. Whereas if you drop the ball from really high, you have this amazing sense of rebound. So feel the rebound. Drop your weight and rebound upwards. Nice. Change over towards the left. And again, drop your weight to rebound upwards, finding that length through your body, that sense of the gesture of looking or trying to see really engages amazing parts of us. And release. So come lie on the floor or stay sitting upright and bring your hands to your heart. Pause. So what do you attend to daily, weekly, monthly that brings flourishing, resources, wellness to your life? What do you cultivate? What seeds are you planting in the deep of you to flourish? So we have to be planting seeds. It's like if I want tomatoes in August, I needed to plant tomato seeds in February. And I'm minding my tomatoes and keeping them warm and keeping them moist and keeping them settled from the wind. But all the time I'm tending to them. Not all that much. I just check in on them. And so there's this sense of what are you tending to or attending to? What seeds are you cultivating in the deep of you? Nice. So I'll see you all tomorrow for another wonderful day of Flourish. And thanks for joining me. Great to do frog legs. Frog leg tango. Ciao.